Hello and welcome everybody to yet another presentation of Hard Hats TV. They jumped the gun a little on the start of this thing. It was supposed to be 12 or 11:45. It's 11:43. We're starting. Anyways, so that's why I'm a little late. That swung on and hit into center, grabbed by the center fielder Collega, and that'll be out number one. Today we have the Rocky Mountain Lobos versus the Arbor Bank Skutt Catholic Skyhawks in game number 3 of our 6-game presentation for July 4th coverage of the Firecracker Classic. His Ross Frank's brother, who Ross Frank just flew out. Ty Frank now up. Strike. Oh, never mind. Off. 1-1. If you're wondering why the Skyhawks side of the board is so unlegible, unable to read it, that swung on. Ty Frank cranks a ball. Grab is made. A diving grab by right fielder Dylan Van Dyke makes the second out of the inning. Great job there. Back-to-back lineouts from the Franks. And Dylan Van Dyke dives and makes the play. Great job there. That's going to be grounded and missed by the shortstop. Lucas Heller unable to gather the ball. That'll go down as an error. So the first error of the game on Skutt, who had quite a few last game. Or yesterday, I mean, he played 2 games. He had quite a few. And Eli Murphy reaches safely. He stole a base against the Hard Hats last night, the only man to do so. 2 of them were caught. He was the only one who wasn't. He was picked off at second, though. Ball 1 delivered. Yeah, so the Skyhawks side of the scoreboard looks awful. I know it's hardly legible, but at the same time, that is exactly the colors that they're using on their jerseys at this exact moment. It is not any better. It's just the jersey color. The jerseys are confounding. I don't know why they chose this mashup of colors. And it's not like the jerseys are any easier to read. Both are like these strong shades of respective colors. Pickoff attempt, not going to get him. Murphy was picked off by Hayden Lighty last night at second base. Another one taken, and now 3-0 count here to the cleanup man, Ben Kozowski. Rocky Mountain so far in this tournament 0 for 1, having played a great game against the Hard Hats last night. Ball 4 taken. Kozowski will waddle over to first. Gonna warm up those legs. Up comes J.J. Johnson. Johnson batted second last night. 0 for 3, and that's the reason he's been moved down. Men on first and second, 2 outs. On the mound, Nate Smith for Arbor Bank. Ball. Johnson ready to uncoil and release. Ball taken inside. The umpire not very vocal. If it's a ball, he just kind of stands there and looks at you. It isn't even like 2 or ball. 2-0. It's smacked sharply to Heller. He handles it this time. The throw is on target, and that will end the inning. So despite the error, nobody scores in the top of the first for the Lobos. And we'll head into the bottom of the first. Still a tie game. Let me give you a rundown after I give you the recap. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, 1 error, 2 men left on. And it's still 0-0. Let me give you a lineup check for both of these teams. We'll start off with the soon-to-be-up Skutt Catholic Skyhawks, sponsored by Arbor Bank, who come into this game 0-2. They lost 1-7 to Pueblo and 1-9 to the DC Electric Bellevue West team. Leading off for them is the catcher, Austin Hansen. Designated hitter, Bubba Day, is batting second. Center fielder, Joe Collega at the 3. Cleanup, third baseman, Luke Van Dyke. Right fielder, Dylan Van Dyke, who made that diving play for the second out. He's at the 5 hole. First baseman Aiden Underwood is 6th. Second baseman Ryan Lynn is 7th. Shortstop Lucas Heller at the 8th. And left fielder Brendan Ruth is 9th. With Nate Smith on the mound. So to repeat, for the Skyhawks, their first 3. Catcher Austin Hansen. Designated hitter Bubba Day. Center fielder Joe Collega. The middle 3. Third baseman Luke Van Dyke. Right fielder Dylan Van Dyke. And first baseman Aiden Underwood. In the bottom 3, second baseman Ryan Lynn. Shortstop Lucas Heller. And left fielder Brendan Ruth. With Nate Smith on the mound now for the Rocky Mountain Lobos. Leading off for them, shortstop Ross Frank. First baseman Ty Frank will back him up. Third baseman Eli Murphy at the 3. Cleanup is the pitcher, Ben Kozowski. Left fielder J.J. Johnson bats 5th. Catcher is Ian Sanderson at the 6th. Playing center today, Judah Westdorp will be 7th. Second baseman Max Abernathy is 8th. And at right, playing 9th, is Ben Coltis, with Ben Kozowski on the mound. So to repeat for the Lobos, their first 3. Shortstop Ross Frank. First baseman Ty Frank, and third baseman Eli Murphy. The middle 3, pitcher Ben Kozowski, left fielder J.J. Johnson, and catcher Ian Sanderson. In the bottom 3, center fielder Judah Westdorp, second baseman Max Abernathy, and right fielder Ben Coltis. That ball struck into foul territory and out of play. And Ben Kozowski is on the mound right now pitching for the Lobos. Both of these teams winless so far. 0-1. That's struck into left center, and that gets down. He might have 2 if he hustles. He'll hold up. I really can't explain these jerseys. They're just getting at me. But a leadoff single from Austin Hansen sets the tone here for Skutt. Bunt put down towards the mound. Kozowski grabs it, spins. The throw is high, and it'll pull him off the bag. An error from Ben Kozowski allows Bubba Day to reach safely. So, Skutt Catholic going to receive their first error after they gave out 1. Joe Collega now up. He was 1 for 5 yesterday. Puts down another bunt. This one goes backwards and foul. Oh, 1. Shortstop wanted to pick off. That isn't going to happen. That is lifted into shallow left center. A bloop single will fall. And the bases are loaded. The Skyhawks bats red hot to start this thing out off Kozowski. Luke Van Dyke, the cleanup man, coming in with the bases fully loaded for him. What a gift. He has the bright pink bat that says Soldier on it. I love the color combo of everything going on right now, and I'm being sarcastic. 0-1. Inside ball. Count now 1-1. Skutt, who only scored 1 run in each of their first 2 games, has a chance to score more than those combined with 1 swing of the bat. High ball, good catch from the catcher. It's not Badr Tolar tonight. It is Ian Sanderson. 4th of July at Mount Rushmore, pretty cool. Highly recommend. They do like a fireworks show and stuff. 2-1. High ball. Now 3 balls, 1 strike. Three one. Strike 2 in the top right corner. Kozowski locates. Van Dyke now staring down a full count. Bases loaded. Infield shifted in. Force out at every base. Also some double play defense. A lot of space between third in the line and third and short for him to exploit. Luke Van Dyke fouls it away. Payoff. Called strike! He tried to lean over the plate, sell it as a ball. The umpire not fooled. Kozowski gets his first K. Dylan Van Dyke now up. Dylan Van Dyke. Coach Ewing. Coach Ewing said the wrong Van Dyke. Popped up into shallow right. 2 players calling for it. Second baseman wants it. He'll make the play. Abernathy now throws home. It's a good one. Everybody stays. And with the bases loaded, the Lobos now in a position where they could allow nobody to score. Up comes Underwood. Underwood with a bright yellow highlighter bat. Check swing, called strike. Underwood last night, or yesterday, was 1 for 5. Did have a double, grounded into 2 double plays. Foul tip. He likes to do things in 2s, I guess. Bach called on the pitcher Kozowski, and that will score the first run. An odd way to do it, but that's how it's done. Bach. Oh, 2. Outside ball taken. Thank you all for tuning in, whether you're from Fort Collins, Omaha, Rapid City, some other team in the tournament. Thank you all for watching. I'm Oliver Phil, bringing it to you. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ben Kozowski effectively gets out of a bases loaded hostage situation, only allowing 1 run. 2 Ks. So 2 hits, score 1 run. It is earned to Kozowski. There is also an error on Kozowski. And one man is, I don't know, technically that's an unearned run, but I count it. You guys don't know this because you're probably from not here. If you do, sorry. But I just, my opinion is if you're the one that committed the error as the pitcher, that's definitely an earned run. Man, these jerseys are something. Ugh. There were also 2 left on. It is 1-0 Skyhawks entering the second inning. Smith coming back out. He didn't have a pretty first either, but part of that was an error from Lucas Heller. Due up this time for Rocky Mountain. Digging in for the first time will be the catcher, Ian Sanderson. Then Judah Westdorp will be after him, and at the 8-hole second baseman, Max Abernathy will come to bat.
Leading off, top of the second for the Rocky Mountain, number 20, Ian Sanderson.
Ian Sanderson coming up to bat. He has like a mocha, slightly stained white helmet. It's kind of cool. He pops it up in the foul territory. Nobody's going to get there. The catcher made a good attempt on it. That's Hansen. A rare catcher batting leadoff. First pitch, strike, fouled. Second pitch, also fouled. Thank you all for tuning in. Curveball, swing and a miss. He cramped the batter. Threw a ball inside. He tried to reach it, but it was just a little too close. Overwhelmed him and got his first K of the day. Great pitch selection there from Smith. And it brings up Judah Westdorp. Westdorp didn't have a great night last night. I think that's fair to say. That's going to be squared into center. He'll change it up today. New day, new me. There's a single. That's why he batted third last night. Westdorp was 0 for 3 with 3 Ks yesterday. Now he has a single. First hit of the game for the Lobos. Max Abernathy now up to bat. He was 0 for 2 last night against Hayden Lighty with 1 K. Fouled away. 1 kid is just farming balls. He's alone. 0-1. It's going to be hit softly over the infield. A looping blooper into left field from Max Abernathy. That thing spun around in the air. It was just kind of floating. And barely got over the head of the third baseman. And into left. Ben Coltis now up to bat from the 9-hole spot. He was 0 for 1 in his pinch hit appearance last night. First pitch ball. The 1-0. Low ball 2. It feels like a high-scoring game that hasn't scored yet. You know? Feels like both offenses overwhelming the pitchers. 3-0. And now, a ball away from loading the bases and giving it over to Ross Frank. Probably the last thing you want to do. He called strike, just on the edge. Smith barely catches the corner for the first strike of the at-bat. 3-1. Strike 2. He hits the same spot again and suddenly back in the count. Just got a piece of it, fought off. Now to 7 pitches on the at-bat. Smith, his ball fouled away. Fouled away again. I have eaten 2 Uncrustable sandwiches in not so large bites. I have eaten 2 Uncrustable sandwiches in the time it's taken for this at-bat to finish. And it finishes walk.
A hard fought walk brings us back to the top of the order. Number 14, Ross Frank.
Something's flying over. So the bases are loaded now with nobody out. Up comes Ross Frank, the last guy you want to face with the bases loaded and nobody out. Or 1 out. Taking ball. Ball almost hits him, it doesn't though. Whatever plane went over us, it's above the clouds so we can't see it. Two out. 3-0. Smith now either going to throw Ross Frank a meatball or walk in a run. Both are not really the situation you want to go with. He gives him the meatball. Frank was going to take anyways, it seems. Three-one. Swung on and driven into center. It drops. 1 run scores. And the bases keep filling up. Now a tie game in the top of the second.
The Lobos bringing up number 8, Firecracker.
RBI single for Ross Frank. Brings in Westdorp. Abernathy moves to third. And Coltis to second. Up comes his brother, Ty Frank. Ty lined out hard to a great catch from Dylan Van Dyke and right. Strike one. Ball in the dirt, gets through the legs. The umpire was slightly obscuring it. He had to get out of the way. But nobody comes home. And now we have a mound visit. Here, check this out. Whoop! That's pretty cool, ain't it? All right. Back to the normal camera. Base is still loaded. Smith had a little talk there. Comes out of it, throwing balls at batters. Ball four. Lobos walk in another. Smith just keeps giving out free runs. What are they bringing? Backpacks are being brought down into the dugout. Is it starting to rain? It's starting to rain. Now, they're all bringing in backpacks under the dryness of the dugout. Lightly sprinkling, that one grounded to second. Flip to Heller, the throw to first, in time! Double play. He lost his sunglasses, but flipping it around is Ryan Lynn. So only 2 runs score in the top of the second. The Lobos take their first lead, but a 4-6-3 double play will end the inning. So 3 hits lead to 2 runs. Oh wait, that was Eli Murphy. Shoot. All right. So yeah, 3 hits lead to 2 runs. Both of them are earned. There are no errors, and 2 men are left on base. It is 2-1. So a light rainstorm happening now. It's all fluffy, friendly clouds though. It raining now. Putting together a side-to-side.
Now back to Skutt, number 18, Ryan.
Of all the different games and the skies they were played under, because Rapid City, the environment just keeps changing every single time. It just happens every game. So we've had clear skies in game 1, very nice, sporadic, fluffy clouds in game 2. And now for game 3, we have light thunderstorms and some wispy guys overhead. The clouds are moving rather quickly to the west, I think. Wherever the mountain is. Swing and a miss. Strike one. It's not that bad. Just a little sprinkle. 1-1. That one is flared into left. Left fielder coming in on it, and he will make the grab on the run. Good play from Johnson to get the first out of the inning.
Flag left brings up number 31 shortstop Lucas Heller.
Here's Heller. 1 for 5 yesterday. Probably an improvement. First base coach going to be wearing the hoodie covering up the jersey. I just don't like these jerseys. The colors, they don't clash. They clash too much. That's going to be flared right to the pitcher, or right to second base. Abernathy squeezes the glove, and that'll be out number 2. Up comes Brandon Ruth. They're going to warm up somebody in the bullpen right now for Skutt. Probably a good idea. Smith was walking a lot of guys. Kowalski. Wait. Kozowski. That's right. Take strike Take strike 1 in the top left corner. Brandon Ruth, despite sharing initials with the Babe, grounded over to second. He slips out of the box. This should be an easy throw, and it is. I don't know why the first baseman's even wearing glasses right now. He's wearing them on the top of his head, like some sort of hairband. But at the end of 2, the Lobos on top, 2-1. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. Nobody left on. A perfect second from Kozowski. Sharing the last name with, of course, the beloved fictional character Mike Kozowski. I'm sure he is very familiar with that fact. I'm sure he's been... A lot of people have gone and asked him where's his paperwork. Anyways. He has 2 eyes and isn't green, so don't think they're related. Gonna put that out there, though. So, coming back up, Smith coming back out. He allowed 5 to reach safely in succession. His last time out. Well, and then he got a double play to end the inning. Only 1 run scored, but still. Not a great start for him. Only a 1-run game, though. Skutt trying to protect a 1-run deficit. Ben Kozowski back out here. He had a 4-pitch walk from Smith in the first. He could very well expect that again. Grounded up the line and foul. Kozowski, a big lefty. They're a hot commodity. Kozowski batting .385 in the high school season. It was only 8 at-bats, but he went 5 for 8. So, pretty good. 2 strikes now. 1-2 count. More or less a fringy guy on the varsity squad this year. One, 2. Ball in the dirt, taken. But he's batting cleanup here in the Legion season. So good for him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Kozowski goes down.
Strikeout reserved for the first out of the inning. Bringing up left fielder number
Second
2,
K of the day for
Jose
Smith. Second time he's led off an inning with a K. The last time he did, the other team scored 2. Smith gives him something, and it's launched into deep right center. It's off the wall, over the reach of Quiroga, and headed to third. He's safe. Triple from J.J. Johnson. His first hit of the tournament. Sorry if that was slightly incoherent. I was wondering, it's Colega. I said like, it said like Correga? Something like that. I was trying to recall the name. Ian Sanderson now up. He struck out his first time up this tourney just a minute ago. Man on third, 1 out. Johnson, presumably fast, having just got a triple. Pulls a ball that was inside. Foul. Good contact on the inside pitch, though. They've got a photographer in the booth taking photos of the players. That's pretty cool. 0-2. By the booth, I mean the dugout. That ball gets away. Johnson not going to get caught. And the Lobos extend the lead on a wild pitch from Nate Smith. Ian Sanderson now batting with no pressure. Nobody on, 1 out. Smith gives him something. It's going to be softly grounded to third. Charging Van Dyke's throw on target. And 2 down now in the top of the third. So Smith back to doing well. Just that brief intermission with the triple.
Brings up center fielder number 15, Judah Westbrook.
Up comes Judah Westdorp. He got his first hit of the tourney on the first pitch he saw in the second inning. So 1 for 1 in the game. 1 for 4 overall. He hits one hard, and it's actually handled by second baseman. Throw to first in time. Good job catching a hot one. Brian Lynn, his second impressive play. In that inning, 1 hit leads to 1 run. It was earned. There were no errors, and nobody left on. A very efficient one for the Lobos, but they extend their lead now up 3-1 over the Skyhawks. Kozowski loaded the bases on the first 3 batters he saw, got out of it only allowing 1 to score on a balk, and since then has been very good. I was saying that could be a crucial thing for Skutt, that they failed to score those runs, only scoring 1 out of 3 with the bases loaded and nobody out, as they only put up 1 run in the other 2 games. That felt like a huge opportunity. Now they're at 1, on pace with themselves. But it's only been 2 innings of hitting. The top of the order is back up. That's the group that got on base in the first place. Kozowski wants 1 more. And that's going to be cool. Due up here, Hansen, Day, and Colega. Game 3 of the day. Both these teams only game of the day. So go all out, you know. Unless you're going to party hard for July 4th. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not seeing enough like grilled meat at the moment. High ball. Concession stand is open, but only 1 window. I don't see the grill going. 1 out. Strike one. In the top of the zone for Kozlowski. One. That's hit hard to second. Abernathy collects, throws, and in time. 4-3 put out for the first one here in the bottom of the third. Brings up Bubba Day.
Brings up DH Bubba Day.
He's the DH for a reason. I'm not sure why he wasn't in the other two lineups, but he's batting second and DHing today. He didn't pitch or anything. He was just absent from the other two lineups yesterday. But now he's batting second, so a real big upgrade for him from completely out of the lineup to DHing batting second. I don't know. It's cool though. 0-1. Strike two. Bubba standing very, very close to the plate, so anything that's really close to him, not necessarily a ball. Kozlowski sets up. They're asking for a low pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss! That's a thing of beauty. Kozlowski and his catcher, Sanderson, dial up the perfect pitch at the perfect time for the third K of the game. That was a really cool one. Kallega now up. He had a single in the first inning. Strike one. Breaking ball in the zone. Kozlowski's got a pretty good break on his curveball. He balked again, but it doesn't matter. Right? What does that do? There's nobody on. He balked, but nobody's on. I think he's just fine. I'm not sure. Popped up, out of play. Man, look at the cannon on our ump here. Jeez. Ben Kozlowski apparently struck out 8 in the game earlier this year for the Lobos. 0-2. Strike three, right down the middle. He catches Kallega sleeping, gets his 4th K of the day, and his 2nd consecutive perfect inning. He's retired all 9 batters in a row. Ben Kozlowski, after a shaky first 3, really settled in. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. 3-1 lead as we reach the midway point of this ball game. The Lobos on top, 3-1. All right. How's everybody's 4th of July going? We sleeping in? We sitting outside? We enjoying sitting by the cooler with some buddies? I know that the Nathan's hot dog eating contest is usually right about now. But I also know that this year they kicked out Joey Chestnut for something that nobody would have even known about had they not talked about it. And so less people are going to be watching now. I don't know why they did that. It was a terrible decision from the Nathan's company. Because nobody knew that he was like sponsoring the vegan stuff, nor did they think that would be in violation of his hot dogs eating contest. I mean, he's the reason the event works.
Now pitching for Arbor Bank, number 52, Gabe Christensen.
You can't replace somebody. You can't say it's the world championship when you kicked out the best guy. It's a farce. I think this is a Rhode Island team pulling in. Fastball, strike one. This is a different pitcher. I wasn't paying attention. 52. Patrick Willis. Ray Lewis, I don't know. But it is on the mound right now for Rocky Mountain. There isn't a 52. That's Skutt. That's going to be lined into right, and another hit put together. Max Abernathy, his second single. So on the mound right now for Skutt / Arbor Bank, Nate Christensen, the second baseman yesterday. So a pair of Nates, they swap one out with another. Nate Smith replaced by Christensen. A bunt put down. It was not a great pitch, but he started to put it out and was like, oh, I'm pulling it back. And then he's like, oh, it could be a strike. I could maybe make this work, and then fouled it away anyways. So 0-1. Man on first. Nobody out. 3-1 game. Christensen checks on the runner. Strike two. Delivered down the middle. Christensen got a good arm on him. Pickoff attempt, not going to get him. Check swing, got a piece of it. He keeps putting his bat on balls which are maybe strikes. I don't know if that's going to work, but it might. I don't know. Oh. Fouled away again. I'm seeing now that the Skyhawks played the Bellevue West Thunderbirds on the 2nd of July, the day before the tournament started. Before coming here, and then they played each other on the 3rd of July yesterday. Ooh, that's a ball off the shoe. A little dust kicker. And rewarded for fouling off the pitches. Ben Coltis will take his base. 2 on, nobody out for Christensen. At top of the order, due up again, Ross Frank. Looking to come through. He had an RBI single his last time up with the bases loaded. Now he's got 2 on. He grounds it hard to third. Touching it. Van Dyke touches third. Throw across the diamond. He got him. Double play for Luke Van Dyke. Coltis moves forward. So 2 outs now, man on second. Ty Frank is back up. He has a walk and a line out. Ball taken high. Good eye. The idea of judging what a baseball is, fastball, or, oh, that ball is cranked down the line, but foul. Just barely. Ty Frank. The idea of looking at a ball and deciding if it's a strike or a ball pretty quickly sounds like something that I could do, kinda. It sounds both simultaneously like something very feasible and something impossible. 1-1. Because you realize, you stand there and you're like, whoa, I got no clue what's going on. But I think if I saw enough balls, eventually I'd be able to pretty well figure out what is and isn't. I feel like having a good eye is simultaneously very achievable and impossible to master. High and outside, 2-2. Stepping off, Christensen wants a quick talk. He's talking about something that the second baseman's doing. Let's have a little kid come in with a sticky note. I like looking at the other booth when I know they're heading to the other booth, because then you can see when they all turn around. Ball low, and there we go. Ball turning around. And the bases, or the count now full, man on second. Swung on and grounded right back to the pitcher. Christensen handles, underhand at first in time, and he'll get out of trouble. So even so that the first two get on, Christensen does not allow a run to score, and the Lobos lead stays at 2 runs.
Get your 50-50 tickets. The winner is a blue ticket. And the number is 053383.
I see Darren Good very upset. He's like, he heard 0 and his head went down. He's like, dang it, that's not mine.
If that is your ticket, go collect your winnings at the ticket booth.
Apparently, there's Nathan Christensen for Skutt, or there's Nate Christensen, and then on Millard South's team, which is within the same city, there is a shortstop named Nate Christensen. So there's a Nate Christensen and a Nate Christensen, and they're like in the same zip code probably. That's interesting. I wonder if they've ever like had paperwork like switch the two up at any point. All right, Kozowski back out. He's pitched 2 perfect in a row. Now pitching to the Trix bat donning Luke Van Dyke. One out. Just high. Van Dyke does a good job to stop himself. The first baseman, or first base coach, now out of his jacket, going back over to first. That's swung on and lifted into deep right field. The right fielder not going to be able to make the play. He took the wrong path to it. Now rounding for third. Luke Van Dyke still going. The ball just now reaching the cutoff man, and he is well safe. A triple from Luke Van Dyke. Leads off the bottom of the 4th. Luke Van Dyke with the triple. Ewing realizing he got it wrong again. He mixed him up again. Dylan, a soft one, flared and through. It's missed by the third baseman. Wow. Eli Murphy can't make a play on a ball that was very slowly hit at his feet. And the game now half as far away for the Skyhawks. That goes down as an error on the Lobos. E5. Eli Murphy's first of the tourney. Pickoff attempt, not even close. Dylan brings in his brother thanks to an error on Eli Murphy. A lot of space between short and third right now as they're playing for the double play. Aiden Underwood takes the ball outside. The Van Dykes seem to have at least slightly gotten to Kozowski in a way that others hadn't. Maybe they figured something out. Calling for a low ball. Sanderson, that one is smacked into left. He turns on a high pitch and blasted into left field for a single. Aiden Underwood, his second hit, and Skutt starting to put some hits together. Kozowski getting a talk here. Nobody warming up in the bullpen at the moment. Dylan Van Dyke moves to second on the hit. Skutt starting to seriously endanger this lead that our Rocky Mountain has built. Ryan Lynn back up with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Kozowski gives him a ball. It's fouled back. That ball well inside, but for some reason, maybe self-preservation, Ryan Lynn puts a bat to it and fouls it away. Showing bunt, so the corner's gonna play a little bit in. Double play, a possibility. A sack bunt would move them both. It's a good choice from the coach if Lynn can get it down. He does, but it's foul. And now 2 strikes. Oh-2. Strike 3! Kozowski slings a fastball in the outer corner and gets his 5th K of the day. Lucas Heller back up. He flew out into shallow right his last time. The bunt still maybe in effect. I'm not sure. Heller is waiting on it. Pickoff attempt, not going to get him. The runner already was tipped off to something. He started running back. Ball just a little high from Kozowski. Heller does not show bunt. Force out everywhere but home. The Azteca will play next against Papillion. La Vista, post 32 from the Omaha Metro. Both of those teams undefeated. Kozowski waits, looks, and delivers just a little high. Another good take there from Lynn. Now threatening to load the bases. feel like 4 people laying down starfish formation right now in the bullpen on the other side. I'm not really sure what's going on. And pick off, they got him! Luckily for them, it was a strike too. Had it been a ball that was thrown, things would be just a little bit different.
Backing by the catcher gives the Lobos the second out of the inning.
So man on first erased. Aiden Underwood picked off, and that ball outside, so he'll be replaced at first. Had it been ball 4, things wouldn't have been quite so bad.
Omaha brings up Brendan Ruth.
Strike 1, delivered down the middle by Kozowski. Men on first and second. 0-1 count. Just a little high. Now 1-1. Kozowski, the 1-1. Curveball, strike 2. Good pitch out of the hand. Kozowski now trying to move forward, finish this inning. 1-2. Inside, and it'll get away. Both runners move up. Wild pitch. Now Dylan Van Dyke's on third, Lucas Heller on second. You only force out at first now. And a K, probably Kozowski's preferred method. Ruth watches. Ooh. Just off the plate. The Rocky Mountain bench started to erupt a little. I thought it was a strike. The umpire did not. Payoff pitch. Strike 3. It's called this time, and that'll end the inning. Kozowski calls Ruth's bluff, and now we are at 6 strikeouts for him on the day. Despite 2 getting on in the beginning, only 1 run scores. 2 hits lead to 1 run. It is earned. No, it is unearned. There is an error on the third baseman, Murphy, and 2 men are left aboard. It is 2-3.
The number is 0533883. If that is your ticket, bring it to the ticket booth. Blue ticket 053383.
Well, Christensen coming back out in the top of the 5th. We're in the final 3 innings here now. Still a tight game. Anybody's game, really. I mean, it would take Skutt. They'd have to do a little bit more. It's been not a pitcher's duel, but not a hitting game either. Not totally sure what that means.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning.
Coach Torby doing some work in the booth next to us. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 count to Eli Murphy, trying to make up for the error that he had in the beginning of last inning. Strike 2. This is his first time facing Nate Christensen. Christensen Murphy is grounded into a double play and grounded to what should have been an out. Swing and a miss. He nearly falls over. First strikeout of the day for Nate Christensen is the first out of the inning.
Number 23, number 5, Ben Tyson.
Murphy currently writing something in like 0.5 font on a sheet of paper in black ink. I don't know how it isn't like bleeding over and making it so like the words don't work, but maybe it's a really good pen. That ball popped, bounced off of a body part, and now 0-2 count. Christensen looking for his second punch out. Kozowski already struck out swinging to Smith to start off the third, also took a walk, but down in the count 0-2. Christensen rocks, delivers, swing and a miss, strike 3. His second strikeout in a row.
Second strikeout of the inning for Christensen brings up number 23, J.J. Johnson.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. We're 2/3 of the way to an immaculate inning from Nate Christensen. Called strike. He needs 2 more to go, and we can see an immaculate inning. He's had 7 strikes in a row, 2 strikeouts. J.J. Johnson, a hard customer, fouls it away. 1 more to go, and we could get an immaculate inning, something rarer than a no-hitter, at least in the majors. 8 pitches, 8 strikes for Christensen. The punch out here, and he does it. Oh, my. Never mind. Ugh. All right, the 1-2. That's smacked into center. J.J. Johnson with the second hit of the day. A single. That's what happens when you get so close and then blow it. I don't know. Anyways, rings up Ian Sanderson. His catcher's gear being shed like a lobster's exoskeleton and dragged back into the hole that is the dugout. Johnson leading off of first. He can steal bases. The ball in the dirt. Starts to get away a little bit from, what was it, Austin Hansen. Doesn't get very far though. 1-0. Swung on and turned over to third. Van Dyke handles the throw on target, and that'll be the inning. So another shutout inning from the Skyhawks pitching staff. Nate Christensen almost pitches in immaculate. Anyway, so almost doesn't count. I got this. That's the closest it's been though. 8 pitches, 8 strikes. He just needed the punch out pitch, and he dribbled it before it even got to the dirt. 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on, and it is still 3-2. Entering the bottom of the 5th inning, Skyhawks need to make their move. Previous inning, there was 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man was left on as well. So, yeah. Ben Kozowski still on the mound for this Rocky Mountain crew. Immaculate inning, something I've never seen in person. Like I said, it's rarer than it's rarer than a no-hitter. It is. All right.
Leading off for Skutt, the bottom of the
It's
fifth.
Skyhawks time. Bottom of, or sorry, the top of their order due up. Their last time they came up, they went 0-3 against Kozowski, though. The first time up, they went 3-0, though, so I don't know. Swing and a miss. Strike one from Hansen. As I said, he had a single in the first. Came around and scored the first run of the game for Skutt. And then grounded out to second after that. Third base playing in, the rest of the infield playing out. Trying to keep the ball in the infield. But there is a lot of space down the line if he's able to pull it. It's starting to rain just a little again. Not much. Strike! Wait, what? Whoopsie. I jumped the gun, I guess. 2-1 count. Low ball, now 3-1. Low ball 4. Despite the best efforts of Sanderson, nobody able to get it out. And wow, there were 3 people that came out. I was worried somebody was getting jumped. Anyways, Austin Hansen takes a walk to start off the inning. First walk of the day for him. Brings up Bubba Day. That's put down and curving foul. Bubba had a sac bunt in the first inning that he was able to reach safely on, thanks to an error from starter Kozowski. Does he have a phone? What's in his pocket? What is that? Does he have like a speed tracker? Is that a mobile hotspot? I'm not sure. He's got some gadget in there, though. Some doodad, some doohickey. Pickoff! It's a good one, and they got him! A very convincing pickoff from Kozowski. He started to pull back. Eyes still locked on home plate. And then at the last second, he launches to first. A very good pickoff for the first out of the inning. Erases the base runner. Now Joe Kalega is up. Oh wait, never mind. Same guy. He's still up. It is still Bubba Day, but now he has nobody to bunt for. Swing and a miss. Big hack comes up empty. Somebody's screaming in the batting cages for Papillion. I heard a "Rah!" I'm not sure what it's for, but maybe they're swinging real hard. Maybe it's Tanner Apgar. He was swinging really hard the other day. 2-2. That's going to be swung on and poked into right. 1 out single. Would have likely moved the man to third had he not been picked off. Single for Bubba Day. Brings up Joe Kalega. He has Tekka waiting patiently for their turn against Papillion in a game that was scheduled to start at 2. That feels like a reasonable time to expect it to start. Fastball, strike 1. Top of the zone. Oh, 1. Pick off, not going to get him. 0-1. Bunt put down. It's a really good one. He might be safe. He is. And the ball goes wide to the first baseman. Coming home. No, holding there. A bunt single turns into 2 bases on another error from Ben Kozowski. Halega with a great bunt. He put one down on a ball that was well below the zone. It just kind of sat there. Bubba Day reaches third on the air. Luke Van Dyke back up. Never mind, he's going to be intentionally walked. They're afraid of Luke. He had that triple in the last inning. It also sets up the double play opportunity, though Luke is pretty fast. Here's his brother Dylan. Dylan not doing too bad for himself in this tourney. He is 4 for 6. Popped up into foul territory. Coming in, and it'll be out of play. 1-1. It's going to be swung on and driven into left field. It's going to be past the left fielder. He gets twisted around. 1 run scores. Another one coming in. Skutt is on top. A 2-run double from Dylan Van Dyke. And the Skyhawks have their first lead of the tournament.
Ball left by Van Dyke, scores 2, bringing up the first baseman, number 21, Aiden Underwood.
2-run double for Van Dyke. His brother Luke now in front of him at third. Halega scores, as does Bubba Day. The only out of the inning being recorded on that pickoff. The infield playing very in, expecting some sort of squeeze play. 1-0. Strike 1, delivered on the outside. Check swing, not going to change the fact it was in the zone. Aiden Underwood up to bat. Had a single, was picked off, and then struck out swinging. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Kozowski doing a good job here. Underwood struck out to Kozowski in the first. Could happen again. Would be really, really huge right now. Lobos starter. Fastball outside. Sanderson says that's a really good pitch, even if it wasn't in the zone. It was exactly the one we wanted. Taking ball, and the count now full. On deck, the second baseman, Ryan Lynn. Underwood. He's got a punishing stroke, but also a tendency to strike out. He fouls off a ball low, and it keeps going. Kozowski, curveball, strike 3. He paints the corner, saving one of his best pitches for one of the biggest moments. 7 strikeouts now for Kozowski. Most of them looking. 5 looking to 2 swinging. He's just kind of frozen batters, especially on that curveball.
And hitter, number 5, Jack Stilinski.
Oh, Matt Stilinski, or Jack Stilinski now coming in as a pinch hitter for Lynn, who was 0 for 2. He grounds it right back up the middle. Abernathy scoops. The throw is high, but handled. And that'll be the inning. 2-run score for the Skyhawks. And for the first time in this tournament, they lead. Entering the top of the 6th. Skutt on top, 4-3.
Down in the 5th inning, Skutt takes the lead 4-3.
Christensen coming back out for his third inning of work now. He's pitched 2 shutout the previous 2, buying his team time to make their comeback. Thank you all for watching Hard Hats TV.
Going to the 6th inning here. Leading off the Rocky Mountain Lobos, number 15, Judah Westler.
Somebody almost just spilled the popcorn in the seats here. I saw it slip off of their chair, start to fall, and then they caught it both hands. Only a few kernels came out. Very clutch save there from the lady in the Mickey Mouse hoodie. Ball 1. Up to bat right now is Judah Westdorp. He is 1 for 5 in the tourney. He pops one up into shallow center. Coming in on it, Galega makes the play. And the first out recorded. Up comes Abernathy. Abernathy doing a great job today. He is 2 for 2 in this game. A pair of singles, a run, and was out on a fielder's choice at third in the 4th. So 2 for 2 on the day. Christensen facing him for the second time. He's finally facing the order a second time. He swings and drives one foul. Abernathy with some good contact. His third base coach quite happy. Ball bounced low. Oh, Liam, hello. We hadn't had a chat all the time. Nice to see you. Happy 4th of July, Liam. 1-2. That's going to be softly looped over to second. Handled and in time for the second out. For the first time, he's put down. Which brings up Ben Coltis, who has reached twice. He's wearing sunglasses to the plate. You don't see that every day? Oh, sorry, this is somebody else. Owen Itzall. I wonder if those are prescription. The only guy I've ever seen wear sunglasses to the plate in baseball was the bad guy of Major League 2. He did that. Undoubtedly cool look, but also you probably can't see the plate. Probably can't see the ball that great. Sunglasses at the plate. We'll see how it pays off. Ball in the dirt. Seem to see that one just fine. Owen Itzall. Now facing a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Idzal goes down despite the shades. And the runner, or then it's a 1-2-3 inning for Christensen. His second of the type. That is the second K second K of the outing. No, third K. Sorry. The other one was the second K. I had to adjust it because it said third. Anyways, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Great inning from Christensen. He protects the 1-run lead. And going into the bottom of the 6th, the Skyhawks looking to build on a narrow 1-run lead. Ben Kozowski still on the mound for the Lobos. Skyhawks currently stand at 0-2. They lost both games yesterday, a 7-1 loss to the Pueblo Azteca and a 9-1 mercy ruling in 5 innings at the hands of the Bellevue West Thunderbirds. And so yeah, they're currently 0-2. Need a win if they want to compete even for like a 5th place slot. Heller going to lead off this inning. They called him Lucky just now. His name is Lucas, but I get where they're coming from. Strike 1. Top left corner. Perfectly placed. Papillion getting ready for their game against the Azteca next. There is activity in the bullpen for the Skyhawks. But they kind of have to share it with the Papillion pitchers who are loosening up their arms. 1-1. Fouled away by Heller. Skyhawks, no lead is safe here. They need this win, and it's a very narrow lead. I know a lot of you are tuning in somewhat recently here. If you're looking at the scoreboard and you're saying, why is that colors on that color for the Skyhawks? That's just the colors they chose. That's popped up, and second baseman Abernathy will squeeze it for out number 1. And Brandon Ruth now coming up. Ruth is 0 for 3, unlike the great Bambino, who by now would have had, I don't know, he probably would be like 1 for 3 with a double. I don't know, I never watched him. What, you think I'm going to stick up for the guy? Alright. Popped up into shallow right field. Abernathy wants it again, and he will get it. So back-to-back pop-up to the exact same spot. Ain't that neat. And it brings up the leadoff man, Austin Hansen. He has a single, a ground out, and a walk so far. Coach Torvey's little paper that he was writing on got blown onto the floor. When you open up the back door and have the window open in these booths, it makes a wind tunnel, and things get blown around. Strike 1. Unless, of course, the wind is at your back, which is very rare. Or that it's somehow still, which is also very rare. 1-1. Low ball taken. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one. Pretty pitch just off the plate. Good frame job there from Sanderson. He got me to think that was a strike. Popped up into shallow right. Abernathy trying to make his 3rd fly out of the inning, and he does. 3 straight flyouts to Abernathy. And a 1-2-3 inning in a very odd way for the Lobos. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. Nobody left on. It is still 4-3. All right. We enter the final frame. Christensen looking like he's going to be the guy to come back out. Or do we have a... Is that Christensen? No. We have a new pitcher for Skutt. The closer, you would think. Coming in, number 12. Oh, it's Luke Van Dyke. So who's at third? Christensen can play the field. .34 is at third. So Dylan Van Dyke's now at third. Then who's in right? Oh, okay. Christensen's in right. Luke's at pitcher. Dylan replaces his brother at third. And the DH is now replaced by Nate Christensen.
Luke Van Dyke now pitching for Arbor.
So Nate Christensen would be in position for the win with 3 scoreless innings of pitching against the Lobos. So now Luke Van Dyke is in. Looking to close this thing out. That ball is swung on and hit. Shortstop makes the play. Heller falls to his knees and makes the grab. Out number 1, recorded. So Ross Frank sat down. Up comes his brother, Ty Frank. Ty, 0 for 2 with a walk. That ball is fouled away. Oh, this is Dylan. Do I have that right? Program says that, oh, yeah, no, you're right. It's Dylan's the lefty. So the only difference is that Christensen's now in right. Dylan, you're right. It's just that in the program it has Luke as 34. That's going to be smacked over to short. Heller handles. Throw is offline. He has to get back, and he still got him. Beep, beep. Reversing is the first baseman, Aiden Underwood, to make the play. The throw pulled him off. He made sure that he made the catch before anything. And now down to their final out. It's Eli Murphy coming up. 2 for 2 in last night's game against the Hard Hats. 0 for 2 in this one. Strike 1. Is that a slightly green glove? I think the catcher has a slightly green glove. Strike 2. Another fastball pounding the zone from Dylan Van Dyke. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kicking, delivering, and that ball just got to Murphy. Was late to that pitch. Empire putting the hustle in. Murphy down to his last strike. That pitch above his head. Yeah, in the program it has Luke Van Dyke is 12 and Dylan is 34, but on the scorecards they've been different. So 2-2. It's going to be lined over the shortstop's head. He can't make that play. Murphy hits a single into left, and the tying run now aboard. The game extended. Rocky Mountain guy says, hey, we got lucky. Here we go. Now Kozowski is up. Hasn't had a good go against the other two pitchers. 0 for 2. Does have a walk. First ball taken outside. Kozowski, the big lefty, should have a slight disadvantage against left-handed Dylan Van Dyke. 1-0. Low ball. 2-0. On deck, J.J. Johnson, who has had a triple and a single in each of his last 2 at-bats. I like these jerseys, by the way, for Rocky Mountain. There's something very ASU about them. It's definitely the color scheme. But also I like the word, the word art, the word mark. I like the jersey on the number on the front. I like how, even though it was definitely heat pressed and whatnot, it looks almost stitched. It's nice. I like these. The other jerseys, I'm not going to talk about. There's a chickadee very loud right now. 2-0. Swing and a miss! Kozowski comes up empty on his first hack. 2-1. Coach Torvey watching very intensely. Low ball. Now 3-1. Pick off. Not going to get him. No, there's extra innings. Grounded. Up the middle and through! He splits the uprights. Ben Kozowski, a hot grounder, makes it through into center field. Back-to-back singles. The Lobos mounting something here in the top of the 7th. And here comes J.J. Johnson. Johnson, a triple to start out the 3rd. A single with 2 outs in the 5th. He's 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Never mind, not an RBI this time, but a run. Triple would have brought somebody in if they were on, so, you know. Anyways, 1-0. Dylan Van Dyke delivers a fastball down low. Johnson takes a strike on the edge of the plate inside. Arguable call. 2-1 count. Johnson in a very condensed squat. Strike 2 at the letters. Now down to his final strike. Dylan Van Dyke trying to get Skutt their first win of the tournament. Rocky Mountain trying to prolong so they can get theirs. The 2-2. Fouled away. Ooh, nice little grab from Ross Frank in the dugout. He's just so gifted. Anyways, 2-2. But yes, if the game was tied and went to extras, we would play. I believe we'd play that extra innings, like 1 out and a man on second rule. Two. Never mind. Quick conference on a very important pitch. Hansen and Van Dyke talk it over. Come up with the game plan. It looks like a high pitch inside. It's going to be chopped into left center and a ball! Coming in is the runner. And the game is tied up. J.J. Johnson comes through in the clutch. He hit that one off the inside of the bat. Probably not even really the barrel, more the neck. It keeps swirling around and makes its way over the head of Lucas Heller. An RBI single, his third hit of the day. J.J. Johnson putting up a great performance. The cutoff man keeps Kozowski at second, so the game just tied. Strike one. This is almost the same as what happened with the Missoula Bellevue West game just a minute ago. Where there was a comeback in the top of the inning. That team took the lead who was down before the inning, and then they got walked off. Ocho. Check swing. Did he go? He did. No. Called the ball. Said he didn't go. Sanderson still 0 for 3 on the day. High ball taken. Somebody talking about how everybody knew it and that can't happen now. I think it's the manager for the Skutt team. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that's going to be the inning. Well, the top of the inning. Lobos equalize, and now it's the Skyhawks' turn to try to walk it off in the bottom of the seventh. The manager going to have a quick chat with the umpire about that strike call. Can I get that on my camera? I can, just a little. If you get a lip reading, you might be able to. I don't know. 3 hits lead to 1 run. It is earned to Van Dyke. There are no errors. And 2 men left on base. Tie game 4-4. They're still talking to the ump. It didn't even end up mattering. How do you like that camera? Yes, it is slightly ahead of this one. Ian Sanderson coming back behind the plate. Ben Kozowski coming out for his 7th inning of work. It's been a mixed bag lately for him. He had a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th, though, so they're going to stick by him. Not seeing a lot of bullpen action at the moment. Kozowski, I believe, going to try to go to the distance, but they might run out of pitches when it's all said and done. I mean, Skutt has 6 hits and quite a few walks taken. So a chance for a second walk-off of the day. Here for the Skutt Catholic Skyhawks, sponsored by Arbor Bank. First pitch taken inside. Nate Christensen taking his first swings of the game after coming off the mound, swapping in for the DH, Bubba Day. Christensen played some yesterday. If I remember correctly, didn't have the best day, so that's just a memory. 2-0. Swing and a miss! Christensen comes up empty on a high ball. 2-1. A little bit high from Kozowski. Counts now 3-1. Another high pitch, ball 4. And the walk-off run now aboard. Nate Christensen takes the base. He will not be pinch run for. That must mean he's very fast because there's no consequence to moving him out of the DH slot. Kozowski going to get a chat. They really don't have anybody working in the bullpen, though, so I don't know what the alternative is. Maybe a position player. Maybe they get Ty Frank or something like that from first base. Man on first. Nobody out. Collega up to bat. 2 for 3 on the day. Doing a good job. Puts down a bunt. It's a very good one with some backspin. He'll be safe. No throw. They'll throw to second. Try to pick him off. They can't. It's a successful bunt single for Joe Collega. His second bunt single of the day. And the walk-off run now facing the diamond. Or facing home plate, at least. Brings up Luke Van Dyke. He's done well today. Intentionally walked in the 5th. Had a triple and a run in the 4th. And then struck out looking in the 1st. Ooh, called strike. Must have hit the very top of the zone. Oh, 1. Kozowski. High. One. Fastball swung on and lifted into center. Coming in on it and making the grab, the center fielder, Westorp. And out number 1 is recorded. Up comes Dylan Van Dyke. He can get himself a win here with the swing of the bat, as he is the pitcher of record at the moment. He's also had a pretty good day. He had 1 flyout, reached on an error, and then had a 2-run double come through and give Skutt the lead in the bottom, or the top, or the bottom of the 5th. That's right. He could give them another lead and walk it off here with the swing of the bat. 1-0. Kozowski checks, delivers. High ball taken. Two out. Third baseman moving to the side, no longer playing bunt defense. Called strike at the top. Good pitch there, breaking ball. Flirts with the zone. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kozowski checks on first, checks on second. Checks on second again, steps off. Two balls, 1 strike. Deep breath. Sets, delivers. High and inside. Dylan Van Dyke has to duck out of the way of getting an involuntary facial change. And now it's 3-1. And now 3-1. Kozlowski sets, delivers. That's a strike, fouled away over the light tower. Off the canopy. And the count now full. Kozlowski. 7 strikeouts on the day. Most of them looking. Could he freeze up the batter again? He hasn't gotten Van Dyke yet. And he's definitely low on juice. Both runners take off. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Out number 2. No throw is made. So both runners able to reach safely. But the strikeout number 8 of the day makes the second out. Double steal for Kallega and Christensen. Umpire's talking about something. Currently standing at home, Aiden Underwood. Struck out twice in this game so far, but does also have a single. The manager having a chat. Talking to the booth. Not sure what we were asking.
Now batting for Skutt, number 21, Aiden Underwood.
Aiden Underwood coming up. 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a single. Being asked to come through in this moment, lest it go to extras. Intentional walk. That's what they were talking about. And it brings up the replacement, Jack Smolinski.
Intentional walk brings up number 18, Ryan Leonard.
Wait, how is Ryan back in? I swear Smolinski pinch hit for him. Oh, I see. Okay. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Good decision to walk Underwood. His run doesn't matter anyways. And now you got force outs everywhere. Ryan Lynn, 0 for 2 on the game. 1 for 5 in the tourney. Reaches and fouls a ball away. Now down in the count 0-2. Kozlowski already struck him out once looking. Could do it again. It would send us to extras. I'd have to explain what that is for everybody. But effectively, you'd have a man on second with 1 out. In a ghost runner situation. 0-2. Swung on and lined into the glove of the first baseman. Ty Frank saves the game for the Lobos. What a play from Ty Frank. And we're headed to extras. Dylan Van Dyke moving from third base. Or sorry, he was out. He moves from the dugout to the mound. Getting ready. We go to the top of the 8th. The first extra innings game that I'm aware of happening. It didn't happen in any of the 28 games last year, or 26 games last year. All right. Yeah. Man on second. So, man on second, 1 out. That's how this works. 1 out, man on second. Ian Sanderson would be the last man to get out, so he would be at second. but they are using the courtesy runner that is provided by the tournament. Zero. What did I hear? Number 22 on second base. Weiler Lyons, pinch running. He is pinch running at second. 0-1. And the ball bounces. Charging at it is Hansen. One ball, one strike. Judah Westdorp up to bat. He is 1 for 3. Oh, sorry. That ball grounded up the middle and through! The throw to home is not going to get him, and an RBI single puts the Lobos back on top. Judah Westdorp comes through, brings home Weiler Lyons from second. And RBI goes to him. He's on base. One run might not be enough, though. That's the free run. That might be just enough to tread water. If Skutt can just get one hit in there to guaranteed at bats. 0-1. Off the side of his leg. And taking his base, Max Abernathy. Both of the first two batters reach base, and up comes the 9-hole hitter, Owen Itzall, the one that is wearing the sunglasses. It's not particularly sunny at the moment. Fouled away. Strike one. Fouled back. And now down to the count 0-2. Van Knight needing to record his out right now. Did he get him? Appeal? Never mind. He held up. Itzall struck out his last time up. That was against Christensen. Curveball misses high. About an inch above it. Two. And on first and second. Van Dyke delivers in the dirt, swinging. Strike, it doesn't matter. That should have been, the base is occupied. What? What? He didn't go, they say. I have video proof on the contrary, but anyways. All right, we're going to a full count, I guess. He tells his pitcher, all right, just do it again. The manager here for Skutt. Payoff pitch. Strike three. There it is. And both times there's a controversial non-strike call. Van Dyke finishes it out anyways.
Strike out for the second out, brings up number 14, Ross Frank.
And now the guy you did not want to face here. It's Ross Frank. The All-State honorable mention in Colorado. The pitcher who bats leadoff. The shortstop. It might be better on the mound. 0-1. It's grounded off the plate itself. Over to Van Dyke. The throw on target. And that'll be the inning. But the Lobos, thanks to a single from Judah Westdorp, are now on top, 5-4, needing to protect their lead in the bottom of the 8th. We'll see if they throw out their pitcher again, or if somebody else has to come in to relieve him. He's already pitched 7 innings. Kozowski has already pitched 7 innings. Eli Murphy picking up the ball. Looks like he's going to pass it off to Judah Westdorp. Westdorp going to come in to pitch. J.J. Johnson moves to center. In right, Weiler Lyons. Weiler Lyons moves to right. Kozowski out of the lineup. Then Coltis moves to left. Johnson moves to center. And Westdorp comes to the mound. So Kozowski goes 7 innings of work. Great job for him. He racks up 8 strikeouts. Westdorp was the one who came through with the hit in the top of the inning. Now he's being asked to come through with the pitching in the bottom of the inning. The clouds suddenly getting all scary-like and wind picking up. All right, here we go. Starting on second base for Skutt is Ryan Lynn. So Lynn starts on second. And on second, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 8th. First ball taken from the Skyhawks batter, Lucas Heller. Heller so far 0 for 2 with a walk. Strike 1. That ball finds the zone. Westdorp, a lefty, should have a slight disadvantage against the righty Heller. Ball bounces. Lynn stays put. And now 2 balls. What an intense set of games we've had today. All the games in this tournament have been very close, except for that one with Skutt and Bellevue West yesterday. The only mercy rule. 2-1. Strike 2. Down the middle. Westdorp attacking the zone. Two balls, 2 strikes. High taken ball. Full count. This game going to set the course for either of these teams for the final 2 days of pool play. Curveball outside, ball 4. Heller earns himself a walk. And now the walk-off run standing on first. Up comes Ruth. He's been 0 for 4 in the tournament. Does have one walk, struck out twice. The 9-hole hitter being called upon here. Swing and a miss. Comes up completely empty. Strike one. Oh, 1. Outside ball. The wind swirling out here at Fitzgerald Stadium, so much so that the flags are getting spun around the flagpole and turned over on themselves. 1-1. That swung on and drilled into right. It'll drop. 1 run. Gonna be caught in between third and home. The throw to third won't get him. And Brandon Ruth gets his first hit of the tournament at just the right time. Heller to third. Lynn to third. Heller to second. A double play could still end it all. A well-placed single could either tie it up or walk it off. A walk could tie it as well. Swung on and lifted into center. That ball might be deep enough. It looks like it is. It'll be caught out there by Johnson. He'll throw it into the cutoff man. Sliding into third is Heller. And scoring is Ryan Lynn. The game tied up on a sacrifice fly. 2 down now in the bottom of the 8th. They've done the part of scoring at some level on the sac fly from Austin Hansen. Ruth stays put. Up comes Christensen. He came through with a walk in his first at-bat of the day. The wind's starting to push around. It's starting to look very scary at the moment. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Somebody's arm guard came off. Okay. He says, I don't need it. Tosses it aside. Now 0-2. Westorp delivers. It's chopped at and fouled away. The booth, are they going to get one? Oh, it's close. Somebody caught it. One of the Azteca that's sitting there in the front row. And now it's 0-2. Westorp staring down Christensen. Taken high. When these two faced on the other side of the ball, Christensen was the winner, forcing a fly out from Westorp. Westorp looking for his revenge. Curveball swung at early and just got a piece of it. He'll survive. Infield playing deep. With force outs everywhere, just don't let it get through. Taken high and outside. Now 2 balls. Christensen swings and just gets a little bit, a slight dink off the bat. And he'll survive again. This at bat, now it's 7 pitches old. The game on the line. Westorp looks, delivers. Curveball, high and outside, taken. Now 3 balls. 8 pitches now in this at-bat. Judah Westorp has worked it. He now gives a fastball. It's going to be flared into right. That thing may fall. Coming in, and it is off the glove of the right fielder. That'll do it. Skutt walks it off on a bloop ball into right. Back-to-back walk-off games here at the Firecracker. And the Arbor Bank Skutt Catholic Skyhawks win their first game of the tournament on a walk-off hit from Nate Christensen. Wow. A diving attempt out there by the right fielder, Weiler Lyons, who himself was a substitute. Comes up empty. And that'll be the game. The Skyhawks walk it off. They're now 1-2. The Rocky Mountain Lobos moved to 0-2. And we'll move on to game number 4 of the day. Thank you all for watching. What a game here. Finals. The Skutt Seahawks put up 6 runs on 9 hits. Skyhawks, sorry. 6 runs on 9 hits with 1 error. To the Lobos, 5 runs on 10 hits with 3 errors. Thank you all for watching. I'm Oliver Fell. We have the next game coming up for you. Pinnacle Bank, Papillion La Vista, Post 32. Gonna face off against the Pueblo Azteca of Pueblo, Colorado. Both teams 1-0 at the moment. Only one undefeated team could come out. Check back on the stream for that. Probably about a 2:20 start time if I were to guess for that one. It's here on the YouTube channel. Hope you all are having a good day. Happy 4th of July. And I'll see you in a minute.
Good job, Oliver.
Yay.
I really liked your finishing call on the last